السادة والسيدات، الكلمة الآن بالإضافة إلى عرض الافتتاح لسعادة رئيس الاتحاد الدولي للنقل البري ضيف المؤتمر الأستاذ رادو دينسكو. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's move to the opening presentation. Please join me welcoming Mr. Radu Dinescu.
Assalamu alaikum. Excellencies, esteemed partners, colleagues, friends, good morning. It is an honor for me to be here today to address this distinguished audience at this important conference, and I would like to thank His Excellency Saleh Al-Jasser, the Minister of Transport, for this kind invitation to be here in Riyadh with you today. IRU, the International Road Transport Union, is the global voice of the road transport industry. We represent 3.5 million companies operating mobility and logistics services around the globe. Founded in Geneva in 1948 with 8 national road transport associations, IRU's initial aim was to help rebuild Europe's war-damaged trade and transport links. In the 75 years since, IRU has expanded to cover all regions across the globe with members, activities, and projects in well over 100 countries on all continents. Our vision is to connect societies with safe, efficient, and green logistics and mobility. We achieve this ambitious aim by being the trusted voice of the industry, facilitating the transport of people and goods, and championing professional excellence in road transport. Our work is anchored in developing globally recognized standards for the road transport industry, working closely with the United Nations and many other global bodies. As the father of the United Nations' longest and oldest public-private partnership, the TIER system, IRU is an unwavering advocate for sustainable trade and development. Indeed, to this end, IRU provides over 50 billion euros per year in financial guarantees to customs authorities around the world. We continue to build on our strong international experience and reputation to drive regulatory standards in international trade and sustainable transport. Our ultimate objective is to support national authorities in meeting the United Nations 2030 Agenda and its 17 Sustainable Development Goals. IRU also works hand in hand with many governments to support their own national sustainability and development priorities, at the same time mitigating risk related to road safety and trade security. Because road transport is at the heart of development. Today, all goods that we use or we consume have, at some point, been on a truck. Entire supply chains are mobilized by trucks. Road transport is therefore a vital global economic activity, providing employment for over 20 million women and men in the industry worldwide. Opportunities for development facilitated by the road transport sector are infinite. But there are also many challenges, especially now as we are currently witnessing the early stages of hugely disruptive change to road transport operations and business models in our long-term drive to decarbonize the sector. Road freight contributes around 5% of global CO2 emissions, and like all modes of transport, is associated with other environmental impacts, including air and noise pollution. The road transport industry takes its environmental responsibility seriously, and through IRU, has committed to decarbonize the sector by 2050 in line with targets in many countries around the world. With our members and partners, we are working with governments at the highest levels to support this roadmap in the most pragmatic way possible. Our aim is to keep transport moving and delivering for societies and economies, while at the same time steadily reducing CO2 emissions. Fortunately, there are many creative solutions on the table, such as alternative fuels, reverse supply chains for end-of-life vehicles, and emerging contracts to purchase low-emission steel for the production of trucks. Newer technologies, such as vehicle automation and artificial intelligence, are also emerging quickly. However, they also bring risks, such as adapting to the new road safety protocols, new market entrants, and job losses for drivers. Most road accidents, including those involving heavy-duty vehicles, are caused by human error. The risks associated with a changing human-technology interface, as well as new regulatory standards and their impact on road safety culture, need to be managed. And with the sector facing significant shortages in drivers in many countries worldwide, automation will eventually help alleviate the pressure on road transport companies and their customers. But it will also put pressure on drivers and transport workers as professions evolve, and this risk also needs to be managed in terms of staff recruitment, motivation, standards, and performance. In the long run, automation and new alternative fuels should lower operational costs for the road transport industry, which is a good thing with the transport demand forecast to continue increasing. But here too, there is a risk that increases in global road transport volume are not aligned with corresponding increases in the capacity of roads, energy, and public infrastructure. We have been working closely with our national partners in Saudi Arabia, and we are committed to work with the Kingdom, achieve its Saudi Vision 2030, and become a pioneering hub for trade, logistics, and sustainability at the heart of the Middle East. Saudi Arabia is indeed on track to become a beacon of development in the region. This very conference is witness to the Kingdom's ambitious target in making the shift from a traditional linear economic model to a more sustainable circular economy. And the numbers speak for themselves. I congratulate the Kingdom on being ranked in the top 3 global economies for the fairness and strength of its business environment, and to be among the top 10 countries in the 2022 Emerging Markets Logistics Index. With sustainable transport, logistic, and supply chains at the forefront of the successful realization of the Kingdom's Vision 2030, Saudi Arabia will undoubtedly lead the region. Sustainable road transport and the circular economy are interconnected. They both play a crucial role in addressing environmental challenges and promoting more efficient resource utilization. But the road to a sustainable supply chain is full of challenges. Embracing the circular economy requires a collaborative effort from both public and private sector. IRU has launched the Green Compact, a collective global roadmap and action plan to achieve carbon neutrality in commercial road transport by 2050. The Green Compact will harness innovation, technology, infrastructure development, policy formulation, and cultural change in all countries to create a greener and more resource-efficient transport system. I am confident that a close collaboration between the international expertise of IRU and the strong national vision of Saudi Arabia and the Ministry of Transport will bring tangible results to the supply chains of the Kingdom and its region. We already have a successful track record of collaboration to build on in key areas such as trade facilitation and road safety. In 2020, with the collaborative efforts of the Zakat Tax and Customs Authority and the IRU member Saudi Automobile and Touring Association, SATA, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia announced the successful implementation of the United Nations TIR system, the only global transit system and a unique trade facilitation tool managed by IRU since 1949. Almost 4 years later, the results speak for themselves. The use of TIR in Saudi Arabia has been growing exponentially, with logistics operators benefiting from an unprecedented reduction in total transportation times up to 92%. This is a true win-win for transport companies, international trade, and the environment. It is no coincidence this year that the Kingdom has leapt 17 places on the Global Logistics Performance Index to rank among top third of all countries. Another success story between IRU and Saudi Arabia is our joint work in building professional excellence in road transport, from attracting the right talents, to training and developing their skills, to managing their constant evaluation under international certification standards. IRU's Roadmasters program is at the heart of this work, a digital assessment solution that optimizes driver competencies and gives companies the right data to make better decisions and mitigate operational risks. Roadmasters is being used today by leading operators and shippers in their supply chain management, by companies like Aramco, Gasco, Al-Majdi Logistics, ADNOC, and Tristar. IRU is also the organization that represents the industry at the United Nations body that regulates the International Agreement for the Transport of Dangerous Goods by Road, known as ADR Convention. But safety and efficiency in road transport is paramount for all types of transport. This is why IRU provides, along with Roadmasters, a wide range of training programs based on the highest global industry standards. In conclusion, allow me once again to congratulate Saudi Arabia for the progress you have made so far in your journey towards sustainability. IRU will continue to partner with the Kingdom to achieve its 2030 vision via the TIR system to make cross-border trade faster, simpler, and more secure, with our Roadmaster certification and standards, and hopefully soon through the IRU Green Compact to help decarbonize the road transport and supply chains across the Kingdom. We look forward to continuing our successful journey together. Thank you. Shukran.